sied.org now. Are you a veteran living in Florida who wants training in farming, ranching, and allied services? Are you a veteran living in Florida who wants help with job placement? Call 954-434-8220. North-South Institute Veteran Training Program is a mix of online and hands-on in-person training designed for you to earn while you learn. Once you register for the program, you'll get a stipend of approximately $300 per month for 3 months. And you can get an additional stipend to offset your travel expenses. You can also get another $75 for referring a veteran who completes the program. If you are a veteran living in Florida, call the North-South Institute Veteran Training Program now, 954-434-8220, or visit our website at nsied.org now.
You're having another great day and you have good taste tuning into WOCA The Source with Ocala Talks and Tom Schmitz. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Thursday, I'm your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you from the studios of WOCA Radio. We are at the Ocala International Airport in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. You know, we talk all the time about, we try to tell you that law enforcement has no idea what they're walking into when they go to a call. They have no idea what may await them when they go to a call. People say, why do they react the way they do? Well, every situation is different. You have no idea what you're coming into. Well, this last week, a man was arrested on a host of charges. His name's being withheld because it appears his arrest stems from a mental health episode. But it started inside a Marion County home as a domestic violence call. A deputy responded to the home after receiving a report of a physical domestic disturbance. A person inside the house told deputies that the man was acting strange and erratic. The victim said she was thrown down and held by the man. The woman was then struck with a bear spray can, but was not sprayed in the face. A second person in the house said that the man then had been acting erratic ever since he arrived home from not being accepted to the Centers on Monday. We all know the Centers is a local mental health facility. Both victims told the deputy they had trouble breathing as this violent episode played out because bear spray had been sprayed inside the residence. As the altercation continued, the man pushed down the second person, took the keys to her blue pickup truck, drove away without permission. The responding deputy initiated a search, which grew to include patrol units, K-9 units, sergeants, sheriff's helicopter. The man failed to stop for deputies when he was located, even though their vehicle lights and sirens were activated. During the chase, deputies said the man struck a mailbox on Spruce Place, a fence on Spruce Pass, and a carport and fence on Sunset Harbor Road. He also damaged a golf course, though it's not said which one. They deployed stop sticks, which damaged the truck's tires, forced the man to stop on Maricamp. Then the man got out of his truck, tried to spray a lieutenant with bear spray. He missed, but did spray the accompanying deputy, Jonah Music, in the face. Now, if you don't know what bear spray is, it's capsaicin, basically. It's a fine mist of capsaicin that burn. You know, it's like pepper spray almost, and it can take up to 45 minutes to dissipate. The effects on humans can take up 45 minutes to dissipate. After spraying the deputy, the man then entered an unlocked vehicle at a nearby intersection, displaced the driver. At that point, deputies discharged their tasers, and the man was removed from the car, handcuffed, and arrested. The report states the man's driver's license was suspended. He was arrested, charged with battery on a person 65 or older, grand theft of a motor vehicle, fleeing with disregard of safety to persons or property, carjacking without firearm or weapon, and battery on an officer or firefighter. But the reason I tell you this story is this started out as a domestic abuse call. It ended with a lieutenant almost getting bear sprayed in the face and a deputy getting bear sprayed in the face after a car chase. We tell you all the time, police officers and sheriff deputies have no idea what each individual call. But people go, why'd they walk up to my car with their hand on their gun? Because until they know the situation is safe, their only avenue of safety is their gun. I mean, who would have thought that this was a domestic abuse case that led to a car chase, that led to a carjacking after deputies were sprayed with bear spray? You can't make that up. But it just is a vivid demonstration of what a police officer has to deal with on a daily basis. You never know what you're walking into as a law enforcement officer. This is a perfect demonstration of that. The man has he has mental shortcomings. He tried to check into the centers. They denied him. So he goes back home agitated and aggravated, attacks the two people inside the home, sprays one of them with bear spray, takes their truck, so now they stole the truck, gets in a chase with police where they got to bring out the helicopter and everything. They finally deploy stop sticks and get him to stop. Once he stopped, he gets out the truck, tries to spray a lieutenant in the face, does spray a deputy in the face, and bear spray is straight capsaicin. Capsaicin is an agent that burns. Then he carjacked somebody at the intersection to get in another vehicle to try to get away. They had to deploy their tasers on him to take him into custody. And he's been charged with a myriad of crimes. But it is a perfect illustration of how you never know what a law enforcement officer may walk into. They put an all points bulletin out on him. But the deputies that responded to the house had no way to tell what was going to happen to the deputies that were in the car chase. This started out as a domestic call. It ended with a carjacking. Think about all the stuff that happened in between. Law enforcement officers have to make split-second decisions. And in this case, when you start with a domestic violence call or domestic abuse call, and it ends in a carjacking, that in between a deputy gets sprayed in the face, there's a chase, there's a theft of a truck. Think about that. Domestic violence, theft of a truck, assault of a law enforcement officer by spraying him with bear spray, carjacking, taser taken into custody. One suspect. All that happened. And you wonder why police officers or law enforcement officers say you never know what any one call may bring. There's no way you'd have ever been able to say, okay, here's what's going to happen on this call. Domestic violence. He's going to steal a truck. He's going to go on a chase. They're going to use stop sticks to stop him. He's going to get out. He's going to spray a deputy in the face. He's going to go try to commandeer a vehicle through a carjacking. And then we're going to have to tase him to get him under arrest. But that's exactly what happened here. That is why we tell you all the time, law enforcement officers have no idea what they're walking into on every call. You never know how this seemed like, a call that wasn't going to be that big a deal. And ends up with a domestic abuse, officer assaulted, carjacking, and tasers deployed. You never know. That's why law enforcement officers have a very, very difficult job and a very difficult time, is they never know from one call to the next what they're walking in on. We're going to take a break. Come back. Stacy Causey from the county. She's supposed to be here, according to Commissioner Kathy Bryant. She is on her way in. So we'll talk to her next. You're listening to Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.